another video. My last video was some random video about heaven, not wanting to go to sleep. In my last pregnancy update, I believe I was 33 weeks. Now I have a newborn and he's almost 2 weeks old. Actually, tomorrow he will be 2 weeks. So right now, while I'm recording this, that's how old he is. His name is Manasseh Divine. I have not told you his name until now. I know a few times in past videos it almost slipped out. I had to edit that, and because I wanted to be a surprise for you. So really this is going to be like an update video because it's been a month since I recorded and a lot's been going on. So where do I start? Since I already mentioned my son, I may as well talk about him and the delivery and all that. My third child, it actually went pretty good. The weeks prior to me giving birth, like my last trimester and like leading up to the delivery and everything, I had a lot of anxiety. Like I was so busy my entire pregnancy, I really had time to worry. But I think like the last month, I just started to like worry and think about the birth a lot. And I wasn't like actively thinking because I was still busy, but like subconsciously I was starting to get a lot of anxiety about, okay, what if something goes wrong at the hospital, and what if something's wrong with him, and all of these things. And I actually was spending a lot of time with my older two. I was spending a lot of time with them and just trying to, you know, keep them occupied and be there for them before this one came. And I was also worrying about how they were going to take it, were they going to be jealous and whatnot. But everything went well. The worrying is for nothing. I may as well have just prayed more, which yes, I did pray, but like I said, subconsciously I was worried at the same time. I know a lot of you knew that I was actually working for the greater part of my pregnancy. I worked part-time for almost 6 months, and I was working in the evenings. So when my son would get out of school, I would go to work and be there until 8 o'clock when it was about time for him to go to bed. I originally planned on quitting work 2 weeks before my due date, but I actually quit 3 weeks before because I had a doctor's appointment that I went to, and I was not doing the best. My health wasn't awful, but it was like, okay, it's getting too much to be going to work. I went to the doctor's. I think I was around 34 weeks, maybe 35 weeks, and I had really high blood pressure, and I actually almost had a couple of anxiety attacks. I was able to calm myself down, but one was at work, and I didn't want that to get out of hand, so I just quit working 3 weeks before instead of 2 weeks before. And it was getting hard for me to like walk very much without getting so out of breath that I really couldn't breathe, and I was like extra hot, which is to be expected being pregnant in the summer. But I pretty much rested and worked on my blog for the last 3 weeks of my pregnancy. Mentioning the blog, I'll get into that in a second. But to conclude the story about the delivery of my son, the day before, actually 2 days, 2 nights before my due date, I went to bed and I woke up at Actually, you know what? I didn't wake up. I didn't even go to sleep. I was laying down, but around 2 in the morning that Sunday, which was the day before my due date, I went into labor, and I was at home, of course, but I started having contractions, and they were strong, and they were regular pretty quickly. Like, at first, probably like every 4 minutes for like an hour, and I was like, okay, this is pretty consistent, but I'm not gonna rush to the hospital right away. The contractions were regular for like probably 4 hours straight before I woke my husband up, and I was like, okay, I better go to the hospital. So we got there just before around 6:30 probably, and around 7 a.m. they had checked me, and I was dilated 3 centimeters. They told me that I needed to be dilated 5 before they took me in. So they waited an hour and a half and checked me again. I was dilated 4 centimeters. So they went and asked the doctor if they wanted me to stay, and he said yes, since she's progressing, we'll keep her. And I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of details about it, but just to say that it went well, and by 4 o'clock, a little after 4, I had delivered, 4 p.m. on the 14th of July. He was born, and I was in the hospital with him. We stayed 2 days and then came home, and like I said, it's been 2 weeks tomorrow since he was born, and my husband has been off of work for those 2 weeks. So he took a leave, and he'll be going back to work tomorrow. But I have just been home, you know, with the kids and my husband, and taking care of the 2 businesses that we're each starting. Mine, of course, being my blog, which again I will talk about in a second. But yeah, I will get into that. I want to show you my son. He's over there in the next room with my husband, but that'll be at the end of the video. My blog. So I have talked about my blog in past videos. I did a video like sort of introducing it, and the link has been under every video that I've done since I started the blog in April. She's outside on the front porch. Yeah, she's yelling at me. She's okay. So I have been consistently writing 2 blog posts a week. I post on Mondays and I post on Fridays, which actually is my YouTube schedule as well. Before I stopped uploading, it just got to be so much that I stopped uploading YouTube videos because I wanted to focus on my blog, and I was working 5 hours a day in the evenings and trying to take it easy at the same time being pregnant. But I have done a lot of work on it. I think I have really good content. I'm getting a lot of interaction and traffic going to my blog. I took a course, which was really good, which I'm still following. It was a 30-day blog course. If you're interested in starting a blog, I will have the link to that course down below so you can check it out. I started with a 5-day free email course from the people who did the course, and then I was like, okay, I need more. I need to know the ins and outs of blogging, and I'm going to take their paid course. And that really helped me out, and I will be following the things that I learned from this course from now on. Taught me all about what a blogger needs to know to be successful. So, some recent posts that I did. I wrote, well, I won't tell you exactly what I wrote about. You can go check it out on my blog below. but I write faith posts. It is a Christian faith-based blog, lifestyle blog, mommy blog. So I write marriage posts, I write parenting posts, I write posts about my faith journey. I write, general faith posts about certain scriptures in the Bible. I also will be starting to post about blogging since I am a blogger and I am pretty active in the blogging community. I will be writing posts about what bloggers need to know, newbie bloggers and whatnot. Actually, we'll be posting on Monday about that. My first blogging post about, well, check it out. And if you haven't subscribed to my email list, please do that so that you can be updated on every post that comes out, plus some exclusives for those of you who are subscribed to my list. So about work. I talked about how I was working part-time before I delivered. For almost 6 months I worked at a job, but will I be going back? Right now, I'm just focusing on my blog. I'm not sure when I'll be going back to work. I may in a couple of months. The thing is, I want to be able to find a sitter who is willing to sit for my newborn and my 3-year-old. My son will be in school part of the time. I'm sure he'll probably need to be watched by a sitter too. I don't know what hours it would be. I just need to figure that out. But I need to find a trusted sitter, basically. A trusted sitter that I trust my newborn with and my 3-year-old. Which might not be that easy, but I'll be praying about it. I'll be planning about it and see where that goes within the next couple of months. Also, I know that I had talked in previous videos about us moving. I don't know when we'll move. It may be sometime this year, it may be next year. We were planning on moving in August, which is a couple of weeks. I don't think that's gonna happen. But there's just things that need to be in place. A place to live, jobs, mainly those two things, which we don't really have worked out right now. So I'm just planning on my son starting school, my 6-year-old starting school here, starting first grade here, and we'll see where our plans end up around the move and what happens with that. That was another thing I was really anxious about too in my last weeks of the pregnancy, was just like everything's up in the air. Like, are we moving, are we not? Is the baby gonna be okay? Am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna start working again after delivery? I was probably just worrying too much about things that I didn't need to. But that's sort of just how I get at the end of pregnancy. The first couple weeks, Manasseh being home was actually really good. It went really well, and I have to say that I know that my family is very blessed. We're very blessed. I guess one more thing that I want to talk about is my faith walk. I've done some Bible study videos on this channel, and I haven't done one in a while. I try to get Jesus time in. Like I read the Bible every day, I pray every day, but actually saying Jesus time, like what I mean is sitting down and having a focus. Like I have quiet time. Like even if the kids are over there playing and they're making noise, like I am centered on the word. I am centered in prayer, and I am focused, and I am actually soaking up the presence of the Lord and getting meat from the word. Like that's what I mean by Jesus time, not just like reading a devotional real quick or praying over my meal, but actually getting what I need from the Lord and hearing his voice and having it work in my heart. And that's what I mean by Jesus time, not just like a quick snack on the word. I don't do it as often as I should. I was actually listening to another YouTuber that I have mentioned before, someone that I watch regularly, and she just had her first child a few months ago, and she was saying that she needs to get back into the word and build up her faith. And I was like, hey, I'm on my third, and I know how it is, you know what I mean? But us moms, we really have to make time, because I mean, we have a huge ministry, and if we're not spending that time with the Lord like we need to, then we're not going to have the strength to be the mother or be the wife, be the sister in Christ to those that we know who are fellow believers. You know, we're not going to have the strength to do what we need to do as followers of Christ if we don't spend time in the Word, spend time in prayer. And that's what I'll say. I pretty much have given you all the updates that I could. Just chilling, just working, just living life. Please check out my blog. I will have the link after this section of the video, plus down below. A lot going on over there. Follow me on Twitter. I've been spending a lot of time on Twitter. That's been sending a lot of traffic to my blog. All my social media links are down below this video, as they are in every video. So please check me out on social media: Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram as well. I'm working on building up my Instagram account, getting better at being active on there. That's about all, y'all. Thanks so much for watching, and hold on a second. Before I go, here's Manasseh, 2 weeks old. Say hi, Manasseh. Yeah. Look at this little man. And that's what his shirt says, little man. But yes, this is Manasseh Divine. He's such a sweet baby. I've been really enjoying him. Kids love him, we love him.
Okay, my beautiful black people.
And we are
this is how the lawyers are getting
just blessed to have him. But yeah, that's his introduction to the YouTube world. There he is. There you go. Looking at the camera. That's what I was trying to get.
Okay, my beautiful black.
Can you smile? Maybe? Maybe not? Okay. It's alright. So I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna try to upload regularly again, and keep y'all happy. Thanks for those of you who have been supporting my channel. I know one of you did comment, you know who you are, and say that you were just checking on me. So I was like, hey, I've been meaning to do a video for a while, since I do have someone who's asking, that I may as well, you know, give them what they want and come back to the channel. I'll see you guys next time. Check out my links below, and I love you. Bye.